best of one, 3-person rotation. First person to take 2 games in a row wins.
I guess.
That is the big house.
More importantly, this is kind of a wild match to have on stream here this early. Some Wave B complications causing some things.
Wow.
So for you people that work from home, let's stop requesting Wave B and let it for real people that need it. Thank you. Former roommates on the screen too.
This is true.
And I find it a little interesting. There are 2 people here wearing the Skurs tag today.
Yes, this is true. F Skurs is funny. I was going to put that earlier, but I wanted to be PC.
I mean, that's the right way to interpret this, but I mean,
I know.
why did he do us like that?
He's got more important things to do in New York.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what, but
This is a massive combo from Hyunnies.
this is.
Oh, the double lasers.
You could have went out there.
And that's
Or
just
that's fine.
death. Yeah, it's... Marth has a pretty easy time when Falco's in that position.
Were we not informed that Azzu would be going Falcon today?
I heard that, but looks like maybe a change of heart.
Might have added might have reduced a letter to one of those characters. Decided to play this one.
Oh, really interesting way to get out of the corner from Azzu there. Just like a nice little safe nair into a back air.
Yep.
And then just kind of took center.
It's just pretty slow. I mean, this is big. This is a huge percent. Like, everything is going to send off stage at this point. Or
And that's
set up.
a dead bird, yeah. Definitely not out of the realm of doable.
No.
Falco can definitely kill Marth. It's
Wow,
just a matter is you
no
can't
way.
let this happen. Yeah, it's so difficult.
I need one of you to hop on
Gee.
the top too.
What's up?
I can get
What's up?
water.
You're going to get water? Okay.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
I come here, have a good time.
I'll tap out. I'll let you back on in a little bit. I'll let you back on. You can come back in.
Yeah, the thing I see, yeah.
Hey, what's up? Nice to see ya. Joined by the famous Pac DC.
Couldn't miss it. Couldn't miss the 100th.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
When's the last time? When's the last time you were here?
Here in this building, like
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Okay, for Melee,
Oh, for Melee, I've never been.
Really? You
Yeah.
haven't shown up for any? Okay.
No,
well,
this started after I
Well, right.
went the other direction.
That's right.
After my son was born.
Me? Became a family man and decided no more Melee.
My hands couldn't take it. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I love this game so much, though.
Totally understandable. Well, we're happy to have you here now, and in probably a matchup that you already have seen a million times.
A matchup that has, I'm not going to say haunted my dreams, because I like this one in particular, but I've always been the gets dominated by Marth player when I played, and I was picking up Sheik towards the end to try to figure it out, and I did that right at the time when the Marths were starting to figure this matchup out a lot more. They were spacing their aerials way better than they used to. The movement was cleaner on platforms. Everyone's just better at this game now than they were in my era.
The defensive play is absurd. Like, I know when you really stopped, it's like things that kind of exploded since then have been like slide-offs are implemented in every combo possible. Oh, that was crazy. People are thinking a lot more about combo DI. Like, there's just so many innovations that happened since then, so it's exciting.
Yeah, I feel like from what I've watched of Melee, because I keep up, I do keep up from home, because that's I want to live vicariously through the scene as it is today. I think the punish game has evolved to such this insane degree that the defensive game had to evolve with it. You had no choice, because now when you get hit, you don't take 68, you take 70 or you die. You're in this situation now where everybody can kind of, not touch of death you necessarily, but put you in such a bad spot that you're not going to recover from that spot.
Or they favor a position where they're like, you know, I'm not going to do just 40 or 50. I'm going to send off, I'm going to push you off stage instead of for an edge guard. Even if it's a 50-50, that's better than getting an extra 10-20%.
Unfortunately, I see some things, as much as some things change, they still stay the same. I see missing your ledge dashes into an immediate SD at every percent still exists for every player.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, people are trying to become so technically sound, like frame perfect with their inputs, that yeah, you're going to make mistakes, but they're going to punish you worse than they ever did before.
They have to. It's like otherwise it's your opponent's going to do the same thing to you.
For context, anyone watching, when I say before, like my era was probably 10-ish years ago, I think realistically speaking. I was running like 2 or 3 Melee locals, you know, a week to a month back in like 2014, 2015. So that's the time period I'm kind of comparing this to, just for reference.
Sure, sure.
I think the newer crowd, some of them probably have no clue who I am.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't. I mean, they don't know, you know, the 10 plus. I'm being conservative with 10 years, I'm sure more years of service for not only Chicago, but just, you know, Smash in general. Like, definitely an unbelievable amount of service.
It's a fun video game, and I
Yeah.
love the people.
Yeah.
And this game is so sick. I'm just happy to be here and watch some really good Melee.
It's timeless in a weird way, so it's good.
It's nice watching people on the stream who I've played probably dozens of sets against each myself, and I didn't compete all that much, but Chucky's been around forever.
The guy's been.
Sam's been around forever.
They've both been around for a long time, longer than me. Forever, man. I don't know. I feel like it's weird. At this point, I'm kind of like reverently known as like an old head at this point. I'm like,
That can't be real.
well, it's weird. 'cause
I
I'm
remember
like,
when you started.
I know, it's weird. I'm like, I feel like I've not been around that long, but I've been playing for about 7 years at this point, so it's, for some people who started during the Slippy era,
I'm happy that you get to play now. I'm going to be honest. Like, whatever I've done, you did more in a shorter time. And everyone appreciated it. You're kind of you're the GOAT when it comes to, I think, Melee in Chicago.
it doesn't matter.
But, well, it does.
What is
It
this,
matters
by
to
the
the
way?
people. This is amazing is what this is. This is a for the people pick.
Sure. But yeah, I'm happy I can play too. It's been great.
I'm a little jealous. I'm not going to lie. Because now I'm running stuff on the Ultimate side, and I just want to play that game because that doesn't hurt my hands. You only have to push like 4 buttons to take a stock.
Sure.
Not 4 buttons a second or more.
Or more.
Not with DK, though. DK is pretty simple. This is win your neutral and actually push like 1 button a second and
Just up-
succeed heavily.
Right, just up air, and I mean, there's so much more. But this is what you got to switch to, my friend.
I've seen the box. I actually considered it for a while.
Yeah.
I figure I could play the game entirely differently with box as long as I never equate it to the other games that I play,
Sure.
and it could work.
It could.
It could save my wrists. Could save the controller, the price of controllers. Cool.
That was honestly the biggest thing for me. Was I was like, why am I spending almost $200 like every 4 months on controllers that aren't even that reliable? I'm just gonna buy a box, eat the year of pain to learn it, and then just never have to buy anything ever again.
So you're all in now. You're
Oh,
box,
100%,
Mr. Box.
Yeah, I haven't seriously played on a controller since January of 2022. So
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That's nearly 2 years ago.
yeah, right. At this point, it's been some time. So it's
You brought the box to my last tournament,
I
actually.
did.
Now that I'm thinking about it, but it was a brand new thing.
yes, that was actually the very first event I ever attended with a box, and I hadn't practiced it that much, and I beat Arpy and Coffee somehow. And I was like, how is this even possible? What is going on here? Didn't do well after that for a long time, but definitely caught lightning in a bottle for that day.
All right, this is an aside. I'm sorry I'm not speaking as much about the match right
That's
now.
okay, it's
It's hard
Midlane.
not to. I saw Arpy do really well in a season, and I was so proud. This is, by the way, a drubbing. I just have to take a second and point out that this is a Marth murder, and I picked up the wrong character to counter Marth, clearly.
This is
If I've learned anything from the last 2 minutes,
Yeah, this is absurd.
that this is a 90-10 DK favorite matchup, because he lives to 250.
He's gonna walk him off stage. He's gonna grab him and walk him off if he can get it.
Well, he should. He absolutely should.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, I just started on box, and Arpy, you said you saw Arpy recently, or the season.
I
He
saw
won at
he
Midlane.
got ranked, didn't he?
He did. He was, I think, 7th in Chicago 2 or 3 seasons ago.
I'm so happy for him. He was always crazy at this game, but he couldn't go and compete anywhere else except for like my little corner of Evanston. It felt like he didn't go anywhere else.
Yep. Well, it's crazy because he was always that mythical player. Like, y'all don't know about Arpy? What do you mean you don't know about Arpy?
Right.
And it's like, Arpy's the truth. He's the next up.
We had 2 of those. We
Yes,
had Tao
Tao.
first, and then we had RP, and
That's
they
right.
were both like roaming legendaries, is what we would call them
They
on the
were
other side.
the Raiko and Entei dude. I remember playing Tao at a Zion tournament in like 2016, and I think he was like 12 years old or something like that. And he's like, hey, do you want to play Shine, which is just like melee tech, like basketball type of thing. And he's like, let's play Shine. And I destroy him the first time that we play. The next time, he's like, triple Shine turnaround grab, up smash, like like Waveland off stage. It was the craziest thing ever. He like 5-0'd me in Shine. It's like this 12-year-old kid. I'm like, this is a problem.
Okay, so tell me, we know the guy's on stream.
Yes.
I mean, as is playing Donkey Kong, you have to have been around long enough to have the confidence to bust out DK in a set. At this point in time. No, not yet, not yet.
That's kind of surprising.
That should be.
It should be. Run off bear.
Now,
What is that?
now run off
One
murder.
wind? Oh.
No run off, just